Hi Aries, welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for November 30 until December 7th. Let's take a look what's going to be coming your way. Hmm. um, okay. You feel like your world is kind of in a very fragile situation at this point. There's something that you wanted to start, okay, or there's something that you want to initiate, but somehow you're being um what do you call this? Like you're being limited by a fire sign or an earth sign, whatever it is that you really wanted to do. Some of you wants to start a new relationship, some of you wants to start a new project, or some of you wants to start a new job or move to a new place and start a new life. But somehow the problem here is you have your family or you have your partner, okay, if you're not yet married. And also, well, I feel like your job, you can take it anywhere with you. You can make a, like a very easy adjustment. Now, the thing here is there's a fire sign or an earth sign that you're thinking or considering about this whole move or decision. You don't know if this is the right thing or not, but you're not planning to tell them whatever it is that you're planning to do or whatever it is that you really wanted to do at this point, because for sure you know that they're just gonna say no, that's not really a good idea, what about this, what about that. So if you're just slowly getting tired of considering other people's opinions about the things that you really wanted to do in your life, and yet you always have to get their approval. Now, the thing here is it's not yet time for those changes to take place and for you to manifest, because if you will try and force and try to implement it in your own way, it's not going to happen. There will be some blockages, you will feel stuck, and there will be some things that will be shown to you that no, this is really a bad idea. You're trying to force things to happen in your own way or to happen in your own face, but you need to wait for the right timing for that. There are some people who will try to give you some advices, but you feel like, no, I have money, like I have all the resources that I want and that I needed for this whole new project or whole new beginnings or move or whatever it is that you really want to start during this week. And you feel like you can ask for help or blessings or guidance of somebody who's also an earth sign. And that's the only time that you will feel like, nah, like I will be asking this person for their blessings for their advice, and that's the only time that I'll be making a move if it's really necessary for me to make one. Now, the thing here is, I don't feel like it's still going to be very favorable for you. Because you know what? You're escaping from something. You are trying to create a shortcut to a problem that you're supposed to be facing and confronting yourself to, instead of just, you know, escaping or running away. You're just too sick and tired of dealing with the same old dramas over and over again, and you feel like running away or starting somewhere, it's a brand new life without nobody know, without no any people that knows you, or without any people that will be very nosy about your business. You feel like this is the answer, but you're wrong. Now you will realize that this new beginnings or this new project that you're thinking about will just give you nothing but a lot of hurdles and a lot of problems. And it will also signify the ending of a relationship if you will be pushing for this. Which is, if this is what you're really aiming for, then yeah, you will get successful. But the thing here is you need to balance your situation first. Don't be so impulsive, and don't feel like you can always do whatever you want just because that you have money, because nothing is for certain in life, and the wheel just keeps on turning. Right now you're on top, but when the life feels like, nah, okay, you're just being too much right now, the wheels might turn. You need to be very careful and consider other factors, other things, other people, other situations, responsibilities, and obligations before you make all this, like life altering changes. And yet you will still be very stubborn and feels like, no, I have gone through a lot of BS in the past. I've gone through a lot of, difficulties. I've gone to hell and made it back. And so you feel like you already have the right bullets. You have the right, ammunitions for this to go into a war. And then you will be traveling. And yes, you will be doing whatever it is that you want. Planning to travel within the next 2 days or 2 weeks or 2 months. Okay? Then that's the time that you will only think that, I can't really live without that person. I miss that person. I gotta contact that person or talk to her or talk to him. But then this person, your partner, this person that you're with, will be consulting an air sign woman. And the rest of the friends or family or relatives. And then that's the time that even though they feel so limited, or they feel like there's nothing they can do, they will also be seeing and learning the truth. So instead of them coming with you, they will just keep on walking away. Even though that they have to go through storms and hails. I feel like they're going to be strong enough to keep on moving away from you. And that's the time that you will somehow feel like heartbroken. And it will also be affecting your work. One by one, everything that you have built for, everything that you have built from scratch. It's not because that this person will be sending you some plagues or they will be sending you some curses or whatever it is. But it's your energy that will be all over the place. And it's your energy that will be like quite disturbed. Because it's your conscience that will be hitting you. It's not anything else. It's your conscience that you feel like you will be realizing that you have been so selfish after all this time that you just put your needs right before above everyone else's considerations and feelings. And you feel like whenever you wanted to do something, you can just will it out just because that you have the right resources. Okay? Meanwhile, when it comes to your workplace, someone is quite watching you. Someone has been monitoring your moves, your performances, everything, And I feel like your performance will not be meeting the management's expectations for this month, like for the auditing and stuff. And it seems like they're also trying to consider another candidate for a position that they will be opening around February, okay, next year. So you need to work harder into proving the management that you deserve this break or that you deserve this opportunity. You need to wear your heart on your sleeve, okay? And I'll be a little bit grounded as well. The travel that you're thinking about, yes, it will give you pleasure. Yes, it will give you happiness. And yes, it will give you the things that you really wanted to do and have and acquire. But the thing that I'm seeing here that will become a problem is that, it's like you've moved away too much. And then when you get plugged out, you know, that's the only time that you'll feel you're in the dark. Even though that you don't really want to, like there's a part of you that's feeling so repulsive about this person that you're with, and that you can't really see yourself in the long run with this person. Could be because that the space between the two of you is just way too close, or just way too crowded. And now that you'll finally have a room to breathe and room to finally let it out, that's the only time that you'll realize that you really need this person. Um, Also, I feel like you need to realize something about yourself, that every time that you're in a relationship, you're always looking for something that isn't there, or you're always looking for their flaws. Because you're so afraid of giving yourself into a relationship, especially when things tend to get a little bit more seriously and more deeper, because you're so afraid of getting hurt. You have abandonment issues. That's why you do the same thing to people who's in your life and who loves you the most. And this is also one thing that you need to realize, because if you're not going to admit this to yourself, no matter how many relationships you're going to be in, and no matter how many people you're going to be with, you will still keep on repeating same patterns over and over again, and you will think that it's the people that you're being with. But the thing here is, it's not. It's you. It's your own issues that comes from, from your deeper past, like like your childhood. So if you really want to, to rectify the mistakes of the past, try to get down to the root of it, the root cause of your problems. And that's the only time that things will get resolved. All right? Anyway, that's it for you for this week, Aries. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone and live on the calls, just go and visit me at my website at sophiaangel.net. Blessings to you.